Okay, let's do it then. Okay, let's just jump into it. Okay, there's no right way to do this. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back. It's Taiga here, back with a brand new video. So I'm so awkward. I'm the most awkward person ever. Okay, so as you guys can tell by the title, I'm doing a Q&A. So I recently hit 50,000 subscribers and I wanted to do something kind of special. Usually when I hit like a milestone, I usually do a Q&A. So I asked you guys for a few questions on the YouTube community where you guys replied with like, I think it was around like 150 comments or something like that. I think it might have been above that. I really appreciate it. So I'm just going to go ahead and to just jump into these questions because I'm really excited to see what you guys asked and whatnot. Okay, so the first one that I see is something that I usually get asked all the time, and I mean all the time. The question was, how did you and Jeff meet? So to put it in a small version, me and Jeff met through friends. That is the simplest way to put that. So I'm not going to go into any details whatsoever because we kind of want to keep that thing private. So I'm not going to really go into that. But to the next question is, if you hadn't done YouTube, what would you be doing? Honestly, right now, I don't know what I would be doing. I'd probably be working at a part-time job and be a streamer on Twitch. That's probably the best I could put it, because other than that, I don't know what I would be doing right now. I would love to like do acting and whatnot, but you have to live in like California to do that, and I don't live in California, so I don't know what I would be doing, honestly. So the next question, she has a few, so I'm just going to try and answer that. Her first question is, what is your favorite type of music? Honestly, I have a variety of type of music that I like. I tend to like pop music. I love like Disney songs and whatnot. And I don't know. I like instrumental music as well. I really like relaxing kind of music, and I kind of like some jazz music as well. The only type of music that I really don't like is rap and country. Those are like my two. What do you do when you're not recording YouTube videos? Honestly, if I'm not recording YouTube videos, I'm probably streaming. If I'm not doing that, I'm either playing with friends or just playing like by myself, whatnot. Or I'm probably watching YouTube videos or watching other live streams, or watching shows like anime or K-dramas or just regular Netflix, cause that's my life. Or I'd be working on an RP, that too. I'm a busy girl, I'm just realizing this. Okay, so her last question is, what is your favorite band? So I don't know what my favorite band would be, but the first thing that pops in my head is Echo Smith. I really like Echo Smith, so there you go. Alright, so this next question is, does pineapple belong on pizza or no? Honestly, for me, personally, a no. Okay, I don't like pineapple. It shouldn't be anywhere near my pizza. Nothing should be on my pizza other than the bread, the sauce, and the cheese. Anything else can just go bye-bye, okay? That's what I like. I like my plain cheese pizza. Okay, the next one is, will you be doing the Sims 4 gameplay videos / live streams? So I have been doing Sims 4 gameplays. I have this series where I decorate houses, or I build them and decorate them at the same time and whatnot. That's what I really like to do on Sims. I've realized this, like, I find it very interesting. What is happening to my light right now? It's only happening on my camera. That's weird. I'm gonna try to ignore that. Gameplays, yes. Sims gameplays. I have tried to do gameplays for it, like play the actual Sims with people, and I've tried to do challenges, and I can't get into it. I really like can't. I don't know, I feel like if I was to do a gameplay, I would have to download so many mods and so much CC that I don't know, maybe in the future I can get into gameplays if I get the right mods that I want and more like expansion packs. Maybe then I'll actually do one, but for now, probably not. Usually with Sims, I don't usually like to live stream it. I'm not very interesting when I play Sims. When I build, I basically just put on a live stream and listen to that, or I'll like watch a YouTube video and I'll listen to that, or I play music. So something to like occupy my brain as I do my stuff. Other than that, I don't think I'll be doing live streams, honestly. At least not for that. Alright, so this next question is, hi Morgan, I love your videos, and why did you choose Taiga to be your YouTube channel for the anime question mark? So I get asked this question like 50,000 times. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably one of the main things I get asked. Okay, Taiga, yes, it is the main character from Toradora. It's my favorite anime out there, and I connected to the character. Her name was Taiga, and I fell in love with her name immediately, and I like could not stop watching this anime. And her personality seemed a lot like mine. And I found it really funny, because the main guy character honestly is like Jeff in ways. So, I think that's actually very funny. So, I thought it was very fitting for me to use that name for my YouTube name, because I wanted a stage name. I didn't want to use my real name. I really just wanted a stage name, and that was the first thing that could sound good to me, and I wanted it to be short and, you know, decent. So that's what I used. And it was also a biome in Minecraft, and it's actually my favorite. So I was like, wow, this is actually very fitting for me. So I used that. Alright, so the next question is, what makes you make the series? Say it. Honestly, nothing makes me, you know, make the series. I just have this motivation to where I have to finish what I started. That's kind of how I like to put it, because there's so many YouTubers out there who don't finish their series, and it actually makes me mad. Like, just roleplays in general. No one ever finishes like roleplays that much. Unless you're like Afmal, okay? But I mean, like, no one I knew would finish their roleplay. And I'm just kind of here like, okay. A lot of people would ask me to be a voice actor, and I'd be like, okay, sure. And then they would just end the series. Like, they wouldn't even like start it or anything, you know? So if you're gonna be a role player, be committed, okay? Be committed. Because if you start asking people to voice act for you, they expect you to do the series and to finish it at that, okay? Thanks. But yes, nothing makes me do it. I just do it myself because I want to finish what I started. Otherwise, people are gonna ask me a million questions for years. Oh, what happened in this series? What happens in this series? Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. When's it gonna come out again? Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to have to deal with all those questions, okay? I don't. I am very committed to Say It. I love Say It. It's one of my favorite series that I've ever created. So, expect a lot more of that, okay? Great. Alright, so the next question is, what's happening next with Say It, and is there any other roleplays? Of course you would ask that. So yes, there are other episodes of Say It. If there wasn't another episode, it would say finale, like ending the season. If it doesn't say finale, it's not ending. If it doesn't, you know, say like the end or something, then it's not ending, you know? Unless you like see like at the end like there's a message, they'll probably say like the series has ended, or if you find another video, I usually say, okay, I'm not gonna do this series. Griffin's Diary, not doing it, sorry, it's not coming back. But yes, other RPs I do plan to do. So the Entity, I know a lot of you guys are wanting to see that, and I'm sorry I pushed that back due to my new roleplay, Beating Wonder. And honestly, I'm excited for Beating Wonder because I have been wanting to do a musical for so long. So that's definitely going to come out. I definitely do plan to finish Say It. I do definitely plan to finish The Entity, and I do plan to finish Beating Wonder because I am a committed person. Okay, next question. Oh my gosh. Okay, so someone asked me, have I planned my wedding? This is a very sad question for me because I haven't even started my wedding. Like, I can't even start it because we don't know when we're gonna get married. I'm probably gonna have to wait until Jeff graduates because that's what he tells me. If we could get married sooner, that would be great. If not, then okay, I'm gonna have to like suck it up and wait like 2 years. You know, I mean, I'm engaged and I love him, so I'll wait however long that I need to. If you had to pick Pug or Pomeranian, also I can't stop listening to your new song, it's so amazing, nice work. Thank you. If I had to choose, I would definitely choose the Pug. I love pugs so much, they're so cute. Definitely a pug person. This next person asked, how did you get the idea to create Say It and all your other roleplays, like what inspired you? This is a very good question. Let me start from the beginning. Griffin's Diary was the first roleplay that I've ever done and created and finished. It was basically, I don't know where it came from. I guess I saw a lot of roleplays on YouTube and I was like, wow, this is actually really interesting. And I wanted to create something that no one else would even think about doing. And that's what I did. I created Griffin's Diary, which was, the story had things that were from my past, which made it seem more realistic, which helped it because I experienced it. I could get into the character and I would fit it perfectly. I would know how to act in that scene. You know, it's like I'm actually there because I experienced it in real life, so I know how to like say my lines to the other person. Basically, Griffin's Diary was kind of, it wasn't from anything. Nothing inspired me to do it. It was just my own, like, I want to tell stories. I want to tell people, like, give them a message in each episode. That's what I want to do. I want to teach people, like, okay, be, like, creative, you know, like, love yourself, you know, stand up for other people, you know, and stand up for yourself, love yourself and everyone else, and to just cherish everyone. So that's basically how I got Griffin's Diary. But for Say It, it's a different kind of story. Say It was something that just, I was listening to a song, I remember this. I was listening to a song, I don't know which song it was, I don't remember, I wish that I would remember, but I don't remember what song it was. And I just clearly remember thinking in my head just about how a story could be for a new roleplay. That would be, you know, these two people, and they were best friends. And then suddenly, the boy would have the secret, and he would just ignore the girl for a very long time. And I thought about how this love story would be like, oh, like, you know, they both loved each other when they were kids. So it's like a bond that, you know, it's hard to break and hard to find. And I thought that was very, very cute. I don't know how it happened. It just came into my mind, and that's just what happened. I basically created the characters after that, the story, the skins, the building, everything. And finding the actual title for Say It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I remember listening to songs over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I remember this one song saying, like, you know, people should, you know, say what they actually mean. So I was like, you know, like, that's totally true. Like, why don't people actually just say it? And I was like, Say It. Oh my gosh, that's like a good, like, name, right? And I was like, okay, I'm set on that. Say It is. So that's just how I got Say It. And then for the entity, it was based off of a game called, I think it was called Beyond Two Souls. I think that's what it's called. It was a game that I played, and it was amazing. It was one of the best games I had ever played in my entire life, and I completed it. I felt so connected to the characters, I felt connected to the story. I was like, wow, why not have, like, this in a roleplay? You know, like, why not have, like, you know, this girl and having this, you know, like this person in her head, and it's like a real person, and they're like in a different dimension. And then have other people who have like these abilities. So that's definitely something that popped in my head. That's what inspired me to make the entity. Beating Wonder is a different kind of story though. Beating Wonder was, I remember I was in a karaoke competition, and it was in my Discord, so I was like judging people and whatnot. I was like, okay, this is like whatever. So I remember listening to these voices, and I'm like, wow, these people are actually like really good. I really want to do like a musical. And it was a joke at first. And then I told Ray, I was like, wow, what if we did like a musical? She was like, oh my gosh, yes, let's do it. And I was like, wait, for real? Like, really? And then we just created it, and that's just how like it happened. And I've always wanted to do a musical roleplay. I've just never done it because I was insecure about my own voice, and I didn't know how I would comprehend all of it, making all the, you know, like original songs and covers and whatnot. But I'm doing it, and I'm confident in that, and I'm confident in myself, and I shouldn't care what people think about my voice or anything like that, you know? But I'm sorry, that took me forever to answer. I'm sorry, let's move on. Okay, so someone asked me, what do I enjoy most being a YouTuber? So, being a YouTuber, it's really hard. No one understands how hard it is to be a YouTuber, and they don't understand how much confidence you need to be a YouTuber. You need a lot, and it takes a lot out of you. And by this I mean coming up with ideas, fresh stories, knowing what to say in your videos, how to be entertaining in your videos, having, you know, like this energy that you're always like happy, and you have to come off like that, you know? And what I really like about YouTube is that I get to put out my videos. I get to put out all my videos out there, and I get to put out my stories. I think my stories is what I really want to put out, is my roleplays. It's something I really, really love, and I love making roleplays. So being able to put that message out there to the world is amazing, and to you know, hear people say that I inspired them or that it helped them really warms my heart. And I'm sorry, I'm like I'm tearing up over here. And it's just amazing how 50,000 people followed me on here, and that was a big step for me. That was my goal ever since I started YouTube. I was like, I want to hit 50,000 subscribers, and now I have a new goal, which is 100,000 subscribers, you know, like a milestone. I don't know, and I'm just starting to feel more and more and more and more like a YouTuber as I go. Because when I was at like, you know, 10,000 or 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, I was like, okay, I'm not like, I'm a small YouTuber, like, what's the big deal? But like 50,000 subscribers, I don't know, when I hit 50,000 subscribers, it kind of just hit me like I am a YouTuber, and it's my life now, you know? So, I don't know, it's just amazing. I thank you guys so much for that. And they asked another question, and it was, what series do you like the best? Honestly, Say It is probably my favorite because I have so much planned for it, and I have so many seasons that I want to do for it. But Griffin's Diary is definitely a big hit because it gives out a strong message to everyone, and I mean everyone. Anyone can relate to at least one episode out of 2 seasons. You know, it's something that everyone can relate to, and it's just amazing. Alright, so to stop with my tearing up, let's go to the next question. Milk before cereal or cereal before milk? Definitely cereal before milk. I feel like if I was to put milk in, I would put way too much. So, yeah. Alright, someone asked me, who is my favorite YouTuber other than myself? Honestly, if I was to pick, I would probably say Joey Graceffa, Lauren Side, Phoenix GD2, Vixella, Cheradet. There's so many people that I love, and I love watching them, and I love supporting them. There's just a whole list. I'm sorry. There's a whole list. This is the first time hearing this question. Did you get inspired by Aphmau? No. I did roleplays before I even knew who Aphmau was. I did not get inspired by Aphmau. I haven't really got into her videos. I did watch a few, and she seems like a very fun and loving person, and she's got it down. She knows how to do a roleplay and make it look good. But no, I definitely did not get inspired by Aphmau whatsoever. Alright, so someone asked, are you and Sputtershark married? No, we're not married, sadly. Not yet. But I am engaged! Look, I am engaged to him. Yes, I got a ring and everything. Alright, so someone asked me, do you want to achieve anything in the future? If so, what is it and why? Honestly, I would really just love to be able to go to VidCon or Minecon, something with con in it. I want to meet up with people, and I want to meet other creators. I want to meet you guys as well. That's something that's definitely on my bucket list, okay? It is on my list to do. I know I probably won't be going this year, but I'm hoping to go next year or the year after that. Okay, so someone asked me, will season 3 of Say It be the ending season? Honestly, probably not. If I'm thinking correctly, there'll probably be a 4th season. It'll probably end at season 4 or 5. It's definitely probably not going to be able to finish in season 3. But don't take my word on that, because I don't know how many episodes are going to be in season 3. So that can, like, vary of how much of the storyline I have. It'll probably end at season 4, but it could be longer or shorter. Alright, so someone asked me, how did I get into the Minecraft community? So that's actually a very, very good question. Before I was doing YouTube, I have these 2 friends, and they introduced me to Minecraft on PC. I had already known what Minecraft was from the Xbox, but I didn't know it was on PC, because I was more of an Xbox kind of girl until I switched over to PC. So, I was on Minecraft and I was like, wow, this is actually really fun. So I purchased my own account and I just started from there. I was just playing some mini games and whatnot. Those were my first videos that I ever did, was mini games. So that's actually very, very funny. But yeah. Why did I start my channel? I honestly wanted to just make gaming videos. That's what I was to do at first, but then roleplays kind of like came into the mix of it. And I was like, wow, this is a great way to get out stories, like tell people like a good message, and to tell people like my part of the story and like get them like to know me and whatnot. So I don't know, I just started. I don't know. I was a gamer, so I was like, why not just make videos and do it, It's not that hard. It's hard. Okay, so someone asked me, how do I find my VAs for my roleplays? And will I need any of them anytime soon? So if you guys didn't know, I just had a casting call for Breeding Wonder. So no, I won't be needing any VAs anytime soon. The reason for this is because I already have a bunch of people already, and I don't really necessarily need any more people right now. But you can go over to the casting call club and, audition for an extra. I'm always looking for extra people just in case if a role like pops up or whatnot. So definitely go and check that out. I'll put it in the description. Hopefully I will remember this. But how I find my VAs is I usually find them from friends, or they are my friends, or I do a casting call, which is usually on YouTube, Casting Call Club, or live auditions. So it can vary. Sometimes I even find them on my Discord, which I found one and she is amazing. Yes, love. But yeah, it really just depends. You kind of have to, get lucky with that. Okay, so someone asked me, was it fun being homeschooled? So if you guys don't know, I was homeschooled. I never really went to public school, but in kindergarten. That was when I was in public school, was in kindergarten. Other than that, I was homeschooled. Being homeschooled was actually very fun. It was very convenient for me because I was a gamer. I loved to game. I didn't have any friends anywhere, so I didn't leave the house that much. Being homeschooled was honestly very easy. Okay, being homeschooled was easier for me because I'm a very slow learner sometimes. especially when it came to like English and math. My mom would have to like stop whatever she was doing and help me with my math, because for some reason it's very hard for me to memorize things properly. And even if she would tell me like 5 times on how to do it, I would still be like, okay mom, like I still don't understand. So she would have to go one problem at a time. So being homeschooled was very easier for me, because I know in public school my anxiety would be going off the chart. And I know that I would probably still be in high school if it wasn't for being homeschooled and for my mom. Because I know like the teachers wouldn't be able to help me that much, and I know like you would have to pay for like a tutor, and I didn't have money for that. So definitely being homeschooled was the best call for me, especially since I was also doing acting classes as well and had, you know, like auditions and whatnot, so that helped me as well. Someone asked me, I have 3 questions, but they all tie into one. Do you want to have kids? If so, how many? And what would their names be? So me and Jeff kind of already decided that we would have 2 kids, maybe more in the future if we decide on that or whatnot, but 2 is like our number right now. Their names, however, we do have a boy name, which we've already said like 1,000 times to people. We would probably name him Casper. So that's gonna be our son's name if we have a son. A girl name is actually something we are keeping private, because necessarily we don't know which ones we like best. I do have a list, but I don't know which ones I like most, so that's definitely like something to decide on later on, I guess. Okay, so someone else asked me what other channels, like other roleplays, am I in? So if you guys don't know, I am actually in Steve's roleplays. It's just Steve. You can find him on YouTube. He does roleplays as well. I play Lynn in Abnormal. I play Bambi in Modern Life. I also play Marina in Heartbreaker. And I play a few other characters for him here and there. So yeah, go check them out. They're amazing. I promise you, you'll love them. Okay, so someone asked me where do I live and where is your home state? I like your voice and I want to know where it's from. Okay, so okay, let me start from the beginning. I was born in Virginia, and I lived there since I was probably 8. Then I moved to South Carolina. I was living there until I was 17, 18, around there. I think I was 18. Then I moved to North Carolina, which is where my parents live now. And I lived there for a few months. And then I moved to Texas to be with my fiance. So that's where I currently live, is in Texas. So yeah. Okay, so someone asked me, actually is my very good friend Ray, she asked me what keeps me motivated. Honestly, being able to just be motivated is really hard for me. I usually am motivated when it's past like 1 a.m. for some reason. That's when I get motivated. It is 1:24 a.m. right now and I'm doing this video. This is when I'm usually motivated. I don't know why, but listening to songs really help me get motivated, especially if they're not like sad songs or whatever. Or if I just watch some like YouTubers or streamers, that really gets me motivated. Even sometimes when I edit or when I'm writing, or even when I'm like watching other shows like anime or K-dramas, that gets me motivated. And knowing that I have friends and family who really support me really motivates me, and I want to, you know, like do good. Also playing on the ukulele for some reason also makes me very motivated. I don't know what it is, but just playing on it, singing, whatever like pops in my head really gets me motivated to do stuff. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Recently it's been very, very good for me to be motivated, and I really don't want to lose that. Are you guys going to post on Tiger Shark channel? Yes, we do plan to do vlogs on there, and I might do some singing songs on there. Probably not, but vlogs is a for sure thing. We want to move into our apartment before we do vlogs, because right now me and Jeff don't live in the same place. I live in his dad's house and he lives 2 hours away so he can be at his school for college. So in August or somewhere around there, we'll start up our vlogging channel. What do you see yourself doing in the future? I definitely see myself still doing YouTube, and honestly, I really hope this is true, but I really do see myself as being a young mother. It's always been my dream to be a mom. I don't know what it is, but I love children and I love the thought of having my own children. It's just, it's one of my things that I want to do in my life, for sure. And to do it at a young age is also something I also want to do. Don't think like right now, like I'm not thinking of having like kids anytime soon, like right now, but I want to do it before I'm like 30. I want to do it at like a young age, because I want to have a kid and then probably wait 2 to 3 years before I have the next. Because having 2 kids in diapers is hard and expensive. So that's why I'm like, well, if it was to be like 3 years, I would want to start like when I'm like in my 20s, like when I'm 22, 23, 24, because after that, like 3 years, it starts to add up a little bit, you know? And in case that we wanted to have more than 2 kids, you know, like, because when you're 30, you know, things can happen, it's more risky, and it's just, things I read about it. Do you enjoy voice acting? Voice acting is like everything to me. I love voice acting. It's one of my favorite things to do. I wish I could voice act for other people, especially like bigger YouTubers. I really wish I could. But you know, it's like, good luck with that. But yeah, I love voice acting. Okay, so someone asked me favorite Overwatch hero and why. My favorite Overwatch hero is probably Widowmaker. I don't know why, but I really love to snipe people, and when you get that headshot, it is so satisfying. I don't know, I really love Widowmaker. I love her sass, and I love it all. So someone asked me if I have a uploading schedule. I really don't have an uploading schedule, but I really do want to get myself on a schedule at some point. I'm testing out a lot of things right now to see if I can really cope with it and really do what's on my list. But at some point in the future, there should be a schedule, yes. Okay, so someone asked me, it's actually my very good friend Emma. She asked me, how did I meet all my teammates like Ray, Maddie, Jeff, blah blah blah. So let's start from like the beginning. Like I said, Jeff, I met him through friends. That's how I, you know, knew him and whatnot and got to know him, all that. Ray is a different thing. I had put up a team casting thing. So there were applications for that, and Ray wanted to be a builder and a body actor, so she was one of the first people that I actually, you know, picked, and I was like, wow, like you're the best I've seen so far. And me and Ray connected very quickly, and she has been here since day one, from way back Griffin's Diary. So yeah, she has been here for a long time. Maddie, however, I had another application, and it was kind of way after. She wanted to be a writer, body actor, blah blah blah, and so she did really well. I connected to her. I really liked her. I had also met her on a live stream, and she was very nice, and I was like, yeah, this girl's like, you know, the bomb. It was very great to have her, and she worked her way up, you know, from co-writer to like lead, coordinator, co-owner. So that was great. It was fun. It was whatnot. She also asked, what and who is your dream collab? I honestly would love to collab with Joey Graceffa, Lauren Side, LD Shadow Lady, Vixella, Ashvanelf, The Pink Diamond Diva, Stacy Plays. I don't know, just other people who are, you know, like out there, like everyone wants to collab with them, you know? They're big, they're famous and whatnot. Just, I don't know, I want to collab with people who are like around like my sub counts. Does that make sense? You know, I want to have more YouTuber friends. I really do. And finding those are really hard. Like, you can't find friends unless you ask them to collab with, you know? Like, that's how you make friends, that's how you make YouTuber friends, which I have done and I still plan to do with a few people. So that's actually pretty great. So that is the end of this Q&A. There were so many questions, I had to just like skip a few of them. A lot of them were repeat questions, so I hope this answered a lot of your questions, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for 50,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. It means so much to me. I had so much fun making this video. I hope I was able to get a lot of information out. But yeah, if you guys have more questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments below. Wow, I can't believe I hit 50,000 subscribers. It's still hitting me. Make sure to hit that like button so I know that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment below so I know you watched it completely. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification so that you know when all my videos come out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!